Picture this. You walk onto the pitch fully confident. The whistle blows and the adrenaline in your blood has gotten you in the zone. Then suddenly, you make a mistake. You miss a sitter, you misplace a pass that leads to a counter, or you mistime a tackle and get red carded. And now your team is suddenly down to 10 women in the 21st minute. And the confidence that you had decides to do a hollow man on you. Now you have a sinking feeling inside of you that you suck and all the training that you've done in the past means nothing because how could you possibly let your team down like that? Well, the mistake did suck. A lot. But the mistake itself isn't the reason why your confidence dwindled in the first place. There's a whole other reason to it, and if you can figure that out, which I'm going to help you do in this video, no other mistake will take a toll on you the same way ever again. Let's take the example of missing a sitter. Take a look at this clip and tell me why did the player miss the shot?
He's going to score again. Oh my word!
Can you pinpoint exactly why the player wasn't able to bury the ball in the back of the net? If you couldn't come up with one technical problem, that's exactly why your confidence is so fragile. It's not that the mistake let you down, it's not even your ability, it's your inability to recognize why you made the mistake in the first place. You don't know what went wrong, you don't know why it went wrong, and when you don't know what has gone wrong, you cannot fix that. And when you can't make it right, you just end up hoping that the next one will be better. You try to be more careful with your next move, you hesitate, you don't want to take risks anymore, and we all know that it's just a downward spiral from there. If you can't let go of that fear and play freely, you might as well not be on that pitch. So how do you figure out what actually went wrong? And the simple answer to that is, can you explain what you're doing to a 5-year-old? If you were dribbling through cones and a 5-year-old came up to you and said,
"Can you teach me how to do this?"
Can you explain in detail which part of the foot needs to be used? Can you explain how much of force needs to be put through the ball? Can you explain how the feet need to shuffle so that they don't get entangled when doing the drill? But before all of that, if that 5-year-old was messing up the drill, can you even spot the mistake that the 5-year-old was making? Or would you just have given the age-old advice of,
"Oh, just keep practicing and you'll get better"?
because if you've been training based off vibes and things just felt right, you're no better than that 5-year-old when you're making a mistake. So seriously, beja, balana bol. But the reason you can't explain it in detail, even though you've been kicking a ball around before you even grew a single leg hair, is because you're operating from a place called unconscious competence. See, there are 4 levels of competence. The first one, unconscious incompetence. Basically, it's a fancy way of saying you don't know what you don't know. You don't know the problem, so naturally, you don't know how to fix it. The second one is conscious incompetence. This is where you know what the problem is, but you still don't know how to fix it. The third one is conscious competence. This is where you know what is right, you know what is wrong, and you also know how to fix the wrong when comes the time. And number 4 is unconscious competence. This is where playing in the zone generally comes from. This is where you're doing the right things and you don't have to think about it while you're doing it because you're so used to it. The third and fourth level is generally where you want to be operating at. You want to be able to play in the zone, but at the same time, if you do make a mistake, you want to be able to drop back into conscious competence and then fix that mistake. So what are the mistakes to look out for? Well, there are 5 technical aspects in football and each one of them have their own technicalities that you can look out for. Just know that the ones that I'm about to mention aren't the only ones out there. These are just the ones that I have recognized from 13 years of playing football myself. You may have some of them, you may have all of them, or you may have none of them at all. Just remember that whatever you have, make sure you tackle them one at a time. So here's the list. In passing, there's point of contact on the ball and area of foot that connects with the ball. In shooting, position of hips, point of contact with the ball, area of foot that connects with the ball, distance between standing foot and the ball, angle of the body lean when striking the ball. In dribbling, weight of touch, angle when cutting the ball, and footwork, the ability to shuffle your feet. In ball control, stiffness or cushion of ankle, angle of foot when controlling the ball, area of foot that connects with the ball. And for heading, area of head that connects with the ball, and point of contact with the ball. As you can see, there are a lot of overlapping mistakes that can happen as well. And figuring out which ones you're actually making comes from slowing down your training and recording it so you can pinpoint the mistakes. If you want to know how to slow down your training correctly, check out this video. And if you want, I've put the mistakes into a PDF that you can download and refer to when you're training. Over time, you can add your own as you gain more experience while you train. Link is in the pinned comment and description box down below. As you get better and you train more and more, sometimes you will realize that it's not actually a footballing ability that lets you down, but it's more so your decision making in that moment. You end up using the wrong part of your body to control the ball, or you end up using the wrong shooting technique in a particular situation. But that is a conversation for another day. And if you want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. Now, I know figuring out mistakes like this can seem intimidating when you're first starting out. So if you want to see how it's done with a real life example, check out this video right here. Thank you for watching. I hope you've gained something valuable from this video.